Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with his good friend of the channel, content creator, Millennial Mike. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Excited for round three.
Awesome, man. Hey, one of the things that hopefully people, if they don't know, come to appreciate about one rental at a time is I have a domain, an area of expertise, and I stay in it. And there are plenty of things in the real estate game I have zero experience with, which I don't talk about, but I seek other experts. You are an expert for me. You are a content creator for me for out-of-state investing. I have never done it. So why the hell would I talk about it? But I know lots of people who have, and lots of people have been successful. So you've been nice enough to create content for my course. You have your own channel, which we can, of course, plug. But I thought we should tease people with the top 2 things or keys to out-of-state investing.
Sure. So I just released a video about the top 5 things for out-of-state investing to be successful. We're going to talk about number 1 and number 2. But yeah, check my channel out if you want to see the rest. The number 2 most important thing that you can do to be successful when it comes to out-of-state real estate investing is building a team. At the top of that team is your property manager. Below the property manager is going to be your handyman, contractors, and the individuals who you are using to repair and maintain your properties. And if you're the type of person who's trying to do flips or the BRRRR strategy from out of state, this contractor might be fighting for that top spot. Those two may be interchangeable. After that's going to be your real estate agent and then like your wholesalers. The reason that they're ranked like this is because you have to know the property is being rented, looked after properly, good tenants are being put in there, evictions are being processed if necessary, there's no laws being broken. That is all on the property manager. And then that person has to then communicate with you when there's issues, when there's evictions, payment, all of this stuff runs through them. They're like the brain of this operation. So if you don't have a good property manager, that will make or break you. I would rather you go and invest in a market that doesn't have as good returns if you have a great manager there, than go to the best returning market but have a lackluster property manager, or worse, a bad property manager. Yeah, that is the most important thing. Thoughts, Mike?
Yeah, when I think about out-of-state investing, obviously I've never done it, but I do think, how do I control risk? Right. And the operator, and again, I have a property manager, right? My market is 2.5 hours away. You can get to lots of places. So it's kind of similar, but definitely not the same. But yeah, it's the property manager, the operator. And for me, I am really happy to hear you say that's number 2, because I do think there's something more important, and we'll see if it's if we agree. So yeah, I'll let you get to number 1, because I think most people would put it number 1. In my opinion, it's not.
So yeah. So, and I haven't heard as many other people talk about the number 1 thing as much as I do, and I think you do. The number 1 most important thing that you have to do to be successful investing out of state, and probably successful investing right where you are, is have a network of other investors that you are friends with and can rely on.
I am so happy you said this. It's been a while since I've had this conversation. One of the things that I say about to out-of-state investors is because, again, to me, my opinion only, it could be totally wrong. Most people go out of state because it's cheap. And I've seen plenty of people go broke buying cheap. Yes. Most of them fail because they only have number 2. I got the property manager. I got the real estate agent. I got the wholesaler. How do you really know?
Right.
They sound good on a phone. Well, lots of salespeople sound good on the phone. To me, the test has always been the following. Do you have someone, and you said it, network, that is going to get their ass on a plane to go to your funeral? I promise you there's no property manager, at least if they're not coming to your funeral, right? They'll send you, they might send you some flowers and all of that. Yeah, you'll get a card. But if you got your best friend, you got your roommate, you got a cousin, you got, somebody you've got history with, that's really going to be remorseful when you die. Now you have boots on the ground, because you need someone who is not paid to tell you bad news. Property managers are paid, and they will tell you half truths. Right. And this and that freaking drives me crazy. Sorry.
So I cannot overstate the importance of the Maskey Finance YouTube channel. My buddy Mark, who took me under his wing, who gives me the keys to every door that I want to have opened. And him, me, and our little merry band of investors. If it wasn't for these folks, I would have not seen the success or had the opportunities that I've had. I have found seller financing deals because Mark helped me find them. I got my property manager because Mark helped me find them. I started investing in Gary because Mark started investing in Gary. And Mark took it on himself to be the guinea pig and go out there and get his feet wet and let me know if the water was worth swimming in and what parts I shouldn't go diving in. And if it wasn't for him, I would have had to do it all on my own. And sometimes you can get lucky that way or have success, but it's much harder. You're more likely to be banging your head against a brick wall and just give up. Now, a lot of people say, well, how do I find people to network with out there? How do I meet these people, Mike, in order to become friends with them? Well, this is why, as painstaking as it is for anyone over the age of 35 to realize they should make an Instagram account. You should make an Instagram account. All right. That's how everyone communicates nowadays.
Yeah.
It's who you are. It's your pictures. It's your opinions. You got 13,000 followers, Mike. This is how people connect. People don't slide into each other's emails. They slide into your DMs on Instagram. That's how it's done. So make an Instagram account so you can message people. Look up Facebook groups in your local city. Gary, Indiana Real Estate Facebook group. Oh, wow. There's 2,000 people talking about real estate right in the city that I'm interested in. After Facebook, you go to YouTube. Gary, Indiana YouTube videos. Oh, wow. Look, there's some content creator with barely any followers making videos. I bet if I message him, he'll respond. And I do. That's how you meet people. That's how Mark and I met online. That you and I met in Graham Stephan's Facebook page group from 3 or 4 years ago before it got shut down. That's how you and I met. I posted a picture of me holding a key and you were like, congrats, man. You want to come on my channel?
I remember. I still remember that picture. Yeah.
And we're friends to this day. And I have your books. And if it wasn't for you and for Mark, I would be nowhere near where I am right now. This is how you meet people. You just interact with them and keep annoying them, as I do to you, until eventually they take pity on you and help you out.
Yeah. So when I think out-of-state investing, you can go broke buying cheap. Too many people get lost in the spreadsheet and don't do the work. Not okay. Property manager, people on the ground, infrastructure is critical. It's the day-to-day. It is the operation. But if you do not have number one, I don't care. It could be one person. It could be. It should be many. It should be multiple. But you need that one person who will drive by every couple of weeks and is not afraid to tell you, Mike, you're freaking, they're throwing barbecues on the weekend. They're running a auto repair out of the garage. They drove they drove a motorcycle in the front door. That's probably not a good idea. I mean, I've seen all of these things. Right? Do you have a dog farm? Do you have a daycare in your? I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that can happen. Right. That the property manager may not tell you because rent is coming in. So again, operational day-to-day, it's number two. I'm so happy we agreed on number one. It is that network. That's really your safety blanket, double checking. Get an Instagram account, go out there, network. If you want to see the video of all 5 keys, where would they go?
If you just go to Millennial Mike right here on YouTube, my channel will pop up. It's my most recent videos. You'll find it there.
Awesome, buddy. Thank you.
No problem.